It's me, and it's our last video for this semester. So I'm here back from my medical leave, without one essential organ, but we're all trucking along. I just wanted to go over what the expectations for this week are. As you know, it's the last week, so it's a little bit more limited. There is a reading on terminations and endings that's important. I think it's important as you start looking into internships for next year, how to finalize those relationships because they are going to be short term for the most part. So it's good to have that skill set because even if you've been in the job that you're in right now for a long period of time, your internships aren't going to be as long term. Um, However, I'm sure you all have had experiences where clients have either been discharged or successfully completed programming and so have had to do transitions in that regard. Um, so this is just some tools for how to make sure that you're putting your client in a position to successfully transition out of care and also to provide some self-care for you because it can be really challenging to maintain boundaries and lose patients which you have a decent rapport with or feel there's unfinished business. How to kind of navigate those waters is important. And so it might be good to save that reading and hold on to it for when those situations come up because sometimes it's not frequently and a lot of times when we read things that's not relevant to our current situation, um, it by the time you need it, the information might not be as strong. So I would recommend holding on to that one. However, in the meantime, you do have a process note that is due Sunday, and that is the last day of class, right? March 3rd is the last day of class. Is that Sunday? I'm going to check my calendar while I talk. So, um, So yeah, so the process note is really just covering, yeah, it's Sunday. The process note is really just covering your group work. It doesn't cover the readings anymore. This last one should be real short, 3 pages. But what I really want you to talk about is get really raw about how your group projects have gone and how you feel the group developed through that time. Talk about the struggles you had, any kind of things that went maybe misconceived, what you would have done differently. These are all important things I think to debrief on a group project like this. So that's really the whole of your process note. It's going to be pretty low maintenance. Your biggest time involved task is going to be watching everyone's videos. Now we have 5 groups. Each video should be about 45 minutes long. So if you do the math, that's a lot of watching. And I it is required that we comment on each post or video with feedback. So it's important that you go through each of those and give them a watch. What else is there for this week? That's basically it. The point of the process note is to really circle back to the first reading in which we talked about group development and the different phases of development. So please use that as a guide to really try and understand what happened in the last 7 weeks within your group. Um, on my end, you guys have all been phenomenal this semester. You've made my life a lot easier, even though I recently had to go through a little bit of a hiccup. But you guys have done a great job. And I really appreciated everybody's tenacity or dedication. And, you guys have all stuck through it. Timeliness has been of the essence. You've all had very warming conversations with each other. It's been really nice to work with everybody. Please know that if you would like to connect with me afterwards, feel free. You can email me if you want to find me on LinkedIn, whatever works for you. Feel free to reach out. But as you continue through your MSW program, please feel free to connect with me at all. And I hope you guys have the best of luck. I'm sure you will all make phenomenal social workers and go out to change the world. All right. Thank you so much for being in my class. Let me know if there's anything I can do in the meantime. Also, please do your course evaluations. They're really important for us to determine how we're going to proceed with each course. And they also tell me kind of how to change what I'm doing to be more helpful and give the most effective course that I can. So do the course evals, please. Know that your course grades are due March 8th. That is the Friday after this Sunday. So you'll definitely get grades by then. Probably much sooner, I would imagine, because your last paper is only 3 papers long or pages long. Um, I think that's everything now. Please look through your ratings. If you've gotten really uh, positive feedback, maybe those are things you want to consider for your e-portfolio. But otherwise, just keep doing what you do and everything looks great. Have a great career. All right, bye.